Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your Virgin Voyages experts, and today I have the great pleasure of being on board the beautiful brand new Resilient Lady. This is the third of Virgin Voyages ships, and if you love amazing food, an adult-only environment, and of course a lot of fun, live music, and so much more, this is the perfect product for you. You're gonna find so many firsts in the cruise industries. They sit in the upper premium market, so you're gonna have a ton of inclusions. And as I mentioned already, it is a foodie's paradise. You don't have a main dining room. You're gonna have all sorts of specialty restaurants, not only here up on the pool deck, but spread throughout the ship. It's all included, it's all delicious, and it's certain to be an absolute blast. Now today I'm gonna take you through all the public spaces here on board. Keep in mind we have all the rooms and suites on our channel as well. But before we get started, when you're ready to book your next cruise with Virgin Voyages, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an incredible relationship with Virgin, and we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now, Virgin sits in the perfect spot for the market for an adults-only brand. You're gonna find a larger ship with something for everyone here on board. They hone in on what Virgin is all about. It's that incredible live music scene, the delicious food, and of course, the elevated levels of service. Now, we started off just above the pool deck here. You're gonna have a lot of sun loungers out here in just a few minutes as we get ready to set sail out of Athens. Now up here, you're also gonna find these red love seats. These are first come, first serve. They're a complimentary option here on board. You can cuddle up with your spouse, make new friends. You can just sit back, relax, do a little bit of people watching, and of course, get some sun. Now right down below me is the main pool. And like every space here on board, it serves multiple functions. Of course, you can cool off during the day. I love that they have a nice round open area where you can tuck your toes in the water, cool off. You can also get in the pool, but later into the evening, it's gonna turn into a dynamic entertainment zone. If you've never taken part in Scarlet Night, you are absolutely gonna love it. Make sure you bring some bright red here on board when you cruise with Virgin. This entire area is gonna turn into a party. You can kick up your feet in the water. Of course, the dances will be all the way around as well. And the bar will be the main pool bar during the day. And late into the evening, they're gonna serve cocktails as you dance the night away. Now you're gonna have day beds surrounding the pool. You also have day beds tucked away in the shade. You've got loungers down there as well. They'll pull all that out here in just a few minutes. So if you're looking for some sun, you can get that here. If you're looking for some shade as well, or just to cool off in the pool with a nice drink in your hand, this is that spot. Now the area we're in right now is the Sun Club. Now tucked away on the port side, you're gonna see the Sun Club Cafe. Now this is one of the first delicious foodie options we'll see here on board. You've got a variety of poke bowls to choose from, have a little bit of Hawaii right here in Greece. You also have some bao buns and some really delicious dips with veggies. Now on the starboard side, tucked in the corner, you're gonna find the main smoking area here up on the deck. I like that it is tucked away from everything else. And once again, the Sun Club will go all the way around. You've got all the loungers they'll set up in just a few minutes, where you can lay down, relax, lounge, and get a bit of a tan. Now as we head aft, you'll find more of those love seat loungers I was talking about. You can see you can pull out the bottom part. You'll have a nice Ottoman style lounge area. I really appreciate that they have these binoculars set up all around the ship. As you're sailing in and out of some of the incredible ports that this ship visits, you'll be able to check out the sights just like the captain. Now as we head around the corner, you're gonna find the Sun Club Bar. Now the Sun Club Bar is up here and it'll provide service to this entire area as you head around. And then I just wanted to point out that they have these hydration stations all around the ship. So one of the great things with Virgin Voyages is the inclusions. In fact, in the premium market, it's probably the most inclusive of all the cruise lines. So you're always gonna have sodas, drip coffee, teas included. You'll also find still water stations like this. They have sparkling water and they'll replenish it as often as you'd like throughout your stay. In addition to that, all the specialty restaurants are included in your delicious fare. You'll find in addition to that, you're gonna have great inclusions like Wi-Fi and gratuities. I really appreciate that they've bundled it all together so you don't have to worry about anything while you're on vacation. Now just behind me, you're gonna find the gym and tonic bar and aquatic area. So you've got the pool just below. It's kind of a therapy, hydrotherapy pool concept. You've got a hot tub, and then behind me, you can actually see that they do have some gym equipment. Now the bar here serves some delicious drinks. Keep in mind that alcohol drinks do come at an additional cost, but if you take some of the top suites, we have those on our channel as well, you're gonna be able to get some wonderful inclusions. And if you take advantage of those promotions that your Harr Travel advisor will guide you through, you can really find some bonuses where you can get drinks at a highly discounted cost. Now, another feature that Virgin Voyages is really known for is the dedication to health and wellness. Now, you can put together a delicious foodie cruise and of course get some wonderful exercise in and train your body. So even high-level athletes are gonna find exactly what they're looking for here on board. Now, we'll start off with the boxing ring. So they'll set up the bag here in just a bit. Of course, you can train in there, you can do different styles of kickboxing, and they'll have all kinds of classes throughout. That's another one of the great complimentary inclusions with Virgin Voyages, is you have complimentary group classes included in your fare. Now, just inside, we'll head into the training camp. Now, in the training camp, you're gonna find several different styles of equipment. They've got kettlebells, different styles of medicine balls. You've got a rowing machine tucked in the corner. And then on the other side, you're gonna find some TRX equipment. I do appreciate that they have the yoga mats in here. They also have the rollers. After heading over to Europe on a nice long flight, it's really nice to roll out the body and get those muscles nice and relaxed. Now you see on the floor, they have several different styles of workouts. Really on this ship, you can combine an incredible workout both indoors and outdoors. Now, if you want to work out the upper body, or of course, do a little bit of jump rope, they've got that here for you. And then as we head back, I love this concept because it ties into some wonderful places around the world where they have outdoor parks with fitness equipment. You'll see several different styles here. You can do all your sit-ups there, work those abs. And then as we head further down, you got push-up areas. Once again, lots of great equipment outdoors as we head aft towards the athletic club. As we head aft, you'll find different styles of daybed. They have catamaran style loungers as well. And even though there's no kids here on board, it's perfect for the young at heart. They've got a couple different styles of teeter-totters. They'll also have swings, but now let's head in and play a little basketball. Now the sport court is where you can gather together to play some sports with friends. I know growing up cruising a lot, my family always would come up. My dad made us do free throws because, well, he was a basketball coach for over 40 years. I appreciate here that you can play a little European football, maybe even a little American football, and of course, ball it up with some basketball. Nothing but net. No, literally, nothing but net. Now, if you'd like to upgrade your experience for a port day or a sea day, you may want to consider renting out one of the cabanas. Now, there's several of them here on the starboard side. You're going to find a nice large daybed in here. You also have a chair where you can sit in the sun with a cocktail table. They're going to provide upgraded service. You'll have delicious food options. There's a fridge underneath here, and they even have a US and 2 USB plugs so you can charge your device. This is that concept if you want to get a little bit exclusive, get away from everybody else, you can sit and have a nice romantic day for two. Now on the starboard side as we head aft, you're going to have several different styles of seating areas. You've got bench seats for two, you've got large wraparound benches, you'll also find a game of chess, and they even have a jacuzzi hot tub and shower just below. Now as we head further back, we're going to check out the athletic club, though this is my favorite type of athletic club. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. Now all the way in the aft, you'll find the athletic club where you have a large wraparound bar. Now I mentioned it's my favorite type of athletic club. This is where you can do some wonderful 12-ounce curls. Now there's daybeds set up all around here. You also have a really nice large wraparound daybed style lounger. They'll provide drink service back here, and it's really well known, of course, for the catamaran net. Now you're all the way up here at the top of the ship. On the edge of the catamaran net, you see the ocean all the way down below you. It's a really unique feature. Of course, you got to take a picture here, and it's a great place to lay when you have a beautiful sunny day like today. Tucked on the aft of deck 17, you're going to find the runway. Now this is a dedicated walking and jogging track. I love that they have that on so many cruise ships. You're dodging different styles of lounge chairs and people. Up here, this is all that you're going to do right here. Now, I'll love to start my day here with a nice walk, especially as you're cruising in and out of some of the most incredible ports in the world. We're here today in Athens, Greece, going to explore in just a few moments. But after that, this ship's going to sail all around Greece, all over Europe, and it's going to do an incredible transition cruise down under, and it's going to spend an entire season in Australia and New Zealand. Now, all the Virgin ships will cruise around the world. They're built specifically for that. And can you imagine a better place in the world to be as you're sailing into Sydney Harbor than right here taking a nice jog on the runway? Set all the way up and aft, you're gonna find the perch. Now this is another multi-use space. They'll set up sun loungers around here throughout the day. You also have yoga up here. It's one of those included options that you can take advantage of. You can imagine sailing into a beautiful port, having sunrise yoga right there, then heading out and exploring the world. Now I did want to mention that this is another one of those spaces that you can utilize for private events. We've seen it set up for all styles of different events. Of course, your Harr travel advisor can help you put that together along with coordinate your group. There is access by elevator, just in case you have anybody with accessibility needs. Now this all comes together for some incredible views and of course, all of those wonderful inclusions. Now if you've upgraded your Voyage to one of the Rockstar or Mega Rockstar suites, you're gonna get access to this beautiful space. Now it is keycard access only, and this is Richard's Rooftop. Of course, it pays homage to the founder of the cruise line, the founder of Virgin Records and so many different brands, Sir Richard Branson himself. Now, I really enjoyed getting to meet him with the launch of Virgin, and I love that his touches are all around the ship. Virgin has always been about fun. It's about being on the cutting edge, not just of design, but also trying unique things, and that's what this cruise line is all about. Now, you see suite areas on just about every cruise ship in the world now. That's what this is, but it's quite a large space. You're gonna find behind me, you've got these large day beds, you've got catamaran style beds as well. And then as we head forward, there's a couple hot tubs. You've got one on either side. And then you've got these really beautiful large lounge spaces. So there's more day beds just behind me. Of course, they'll put up the umbrellas upon your request. And then all the way at the front, you're gonna have a large bar and a really nice round seating area. Now from here, you can get incredible views out the front of the ship. Of course, you can get incredible views out the side of the ship as well. And you're gonna have some delicious light bites of food to choose from. It's just one of the great perks of upgrading to one of those top suites. Having this exclusive space and of course the elevated service goes along with the beautiful suite design. Now the Galley is a delicious option here on board where you're gonna have quite a few different restaurant choices to choose from. Everything in there is complimentary, and that also supplements the quick grab and go options. So they'll rotate these out throughout the day. Now, before we head into the Galley, we'll stop by Grounds Club 2. So this is the second coffee club here on board. Of course, you've got the other one we'll take you to in just a bit. There's a nice seating area here. You can grab a coffee before or after you head in and enjoy a delicious meal. Now in the Galley, you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, dinner, brunch, dinner, however you want to make it. Now I just wanted to point out the cold section there. So you've got Tap That Cold where you're gonna find water and ice. Of course, sodas are always included. And then for breakfast, they'll have orange juice, apple juice, things along those lines. And later throughout the day, they'll have the different styles of infused waters, lemonades, and iced tea. Now Tap That Hot on the other side is where you're gonna find the complimentary drip coffee. You also have a wide variety of tea options to choose from. Now as we head through the space, this is meant to be set up like a food hall. Everything here is made to order, which makes it unique in the entire industry. Now the daily mix this morning, they had bagels and lox and things along those lines. Later on throughout the day, it turns into a salad bar. Now there's a ton of different seating options in here. So you see the booth style seats here. Those wrap all the way around the far side. You've got tables by the windows. And then as we head around, there's an enormous amount of seating. Now the suite side is of course the most important place. Once again for breakfast they had different fruits and mueslis, overnight oats, and later on for lunch and dinner you'll find some delicious dessert options. Well Bread is where you can find all those fresh baked goods. I had some delicious croissants this morning. They have a wide variety of pastries for you to choose from. And then once again, as the day evolves, you're gonna find some fresh baked bread options. Now the burger bar is up next. If you love a delicious burger, this is gonna go late into the evening. They even had a French toast burger this morning for breakfast. Now as we continue along, you're gonna find the diner. Now this is an option also open late into the evening. It's absolutely delicious. You can have the all day breakfast and then for dinner, they'll mix it up. You can see that classic diner counter here and you can grab that and head on over to anywhere in the space. In fact, you can order and they'll bring it to you. In addition, you're gonna find Bento Baby. Now, I love sushi. This is a great sushi option for breakfast this morning. They had different styles of fruits. They had some grab and go. So they're gonna have it in a classic bento box so you can grab and take it anywhere on the ship or of course, anywhere in the space. Now, if you love delicious sweet treats, as you all know I do, you can stop by the popsicle cart. They're gonna have delicious options here as well. And the seating continues and wraps all the way around as we head aft. Let's Talk About It is the taco shop. Now, I always love the al pastor tacos. They had some delicious breakfast burritos as well. And what you'll see is the seating kind of matches up with each of the different styles of restaurants. These are all included, and as I mentioned, they're all made to order. So you've got more booth style seating here wrapped around, and you also have some great seats that sit and look out at the ocean view. They've added in USB chargers and plugs, so if you need to grab your laptop, hopefully you're not working on vacation. I generally have to do it on a cruise, but you have that space. Now, Noodle Around is an homage to delicious street foods. So you've got several different style of noodle options for breakfast and once again, lunch and dinner. And then finally, as we continue to head along, we'll find Hot Off the Press. Now, Hot Off the Press is the panini style restaurant, so you've got quite a few different sandwiches. They'll heat them up. They've got those ovens tucked just behind, and of course, they've got the panini presses as well. Now, we pointed out some of the seating here. It really does extend all the way around to the aft of the ship. And what I really appreciate is it even extends outside to the aft. That's my favorite spot to eat. It's always where I'll grab the food and head on out and enjoy. Now we're all the way at the aft terrace. As I've mentioned quite a few times, I love the aft of the ship and I love to dine right here. This is my favorite table, sitting, taking advantage of the beautiful wake views. And then just for point of reference, we're right below the athletic club, so you do have stairs that go up either way. Now it wraps all the way around here. I love the amount of seating that they've dedicated to the galley. It's an incredibly popular option with delicious food. Now we just stepped inside Galley, which is the Korean barbecue restaurant here on board. It's truly unique in the industry. It doesn't exist anywhere else but with Virgin. In fact, they had to build these specially just for Virgin. And what I really appreciate about the entire food scene here is that they didn't slack in any way whatsoever. They spent the money and they did it right. Now, with so many complimentary specialty restaurants and highly elevated food quality, you're gonna have a delicious meal everywhere you dine on the ship. And of course, quality is what it's all about. You have to find the best ingredients and of course, build the best spaces. It's the only major cruise ship in the world, of course with her sister ships, that do have an own separate galley for each and every single restaurant. Now you'll find the booth style seating here, and at the middle of all the different seating areas, you're gonna find the hot area. So this is where you can actually grill your own food. It's a novelty on the cruise industry. Of course, they have it at home, and I've had that quite a few times, but the first time I tried it here, I was blown away. You're gonna have delicious quality ingredients, and to me, Korean barbecue is just something that should be shared with friends. So this is just the first of many delicious specialty restaurants we're going to encounter. And once again, if you book those top suites, you're gonna have first access to the reservations, but everybody on board is going to enjoy, and well, it's absolutely fantastic. Now we're headed into B Complex, which is half of the main gymnasium here on board. Now you start off with a nice area where you can stretch out, do yoga. They've got the mirrors up there. And then as we head further in, you're gonna find most of the circuit equipment on this side. So you can work every single part of your body. I love that they have brand new equipment, of course, from Techno Gym. And then as we head further back, you're also gonna find the free weights where they've got barbells, dumbbells, and a Smith machine in the corner. Now all of this is gonna overlook the pool area. I do like that concept, but more importantly, it's gonna look out over the ocean. This is one of the aerobic studios here on board. Now keep in mind with those complimentary included classes, there's a lot to choose from. You can see they've got TRX up on the ceiling here. They've got all the speakers ready to go. And just behind me, you'll find yoga mats, yoga blocks, and I really appreciate the foam rollers, especially after arriving on a travel day. I'll roll everything out once again with those beautiful ocean views to check all of this out together. Opposite of B Complex, you'll find Burn and Bike. Now this is where you're gonna get your great cardio workout. They've got an enormous amount of equipment in here. You've got rowing machines, different styles of medicine balls. You've got a couple different types of treadmills that line all along the floor to ceiling windows. You'll find a couple different styles of bikes. You'll also find ellipticals here as well. And then tucked in the corner is the spin studio. Let's head inside and I'll show it to you. Exercise with a little bit of competition is always a bit more fun. So you see all of the spin bikes here. They've got the shoe options that you can choose from, even my gigantic size. You've got the TV screens up above. Of course, the instructor is going to be up on the stage, highly motivating. And of course, you've got more ocean views. And well, this is a complimentary option as well. Now, if you're looking for a manicure or pedicure, make sure you set an appointment at the Tune-Up. You're gonna find several different pedicure stations. I love that they're even big enough for my size, 15 feet. You'll also take advantage of those beautiful views, whether it's in port or at sea. You'll also have several manicure stations here. You can utilize both these to get done up before you head out and enjoy a delicious dinner on board. Now, in addition to that, they do have a small Medi Spa in here. You can take advantage of IV treatments. It's a great way to boost yourself with vitamins, or of course, take care of that hangover. Now, this is one of the Medi Spa areas we were talking about. You see the thermage machine here. They do have a doctor here on board. They can do consultations and all kinds of beauty treatments. Now, this lounge space is the scene. Now, it's an event space. It's used for all kinds of different events. Of course, it's another one of those spaces you can take over if you're hosting a group here on board. We can handle that for you. They'll also use it for different events throughout the cruise. So really just a diverse event space. To me, nothing says vacation like a nice, relaxing massage. Now, the spa here is much more than that. Of course, they do offer all your favorite treatments. They also have an incredible thermal suite. I'll take you in there in just a moment, but I do recommend that you stop by on boarding day. Of course, you're gonna wanna pre-book all of your treatments. You can take care of that with your Rockstar agent if you're in one of the suites. You can also book it through the app. And keep in mind, they're also gonna have quite a bit of retail in here. So you can take advantage of those duty-free prices and stock up on your favorite products. Now let's head inside. Now, as you head inside to start your spa journey, you've got changing rooms on one side, you'll have showers on the other. You can utilize that after one of the treatments, or of course, if you experience the thermal suite. Now you get one of those extra comfy redemption bathrobes and you'll head on in and start enjoying. Right around the corner, you're gonna find lockers. That's where you can lock up your things, get changed, and get ready to head out. The thermal suite here on the Resilient Lady is one of the best in the entire business. Now, if you're in one of the very top suites here on board, it is complimentary. Otherwise, you can buy a pass for a day or for the entire cruise. Now, right in the middle is a large therapy pool. You're also gonna see that there's seating areas wrapped all the way around. You also have a hydration station tucked in the corner. They've got a hot tub here. They also have a cold tub and a really cold plunge as well. You can circulate all the way through, and it's excellent for your circulation and of course for your body. Now you'll have a sauna tucked over here. It's a really large one, and I love that you get those incredible ocean views. And as we continue through the space, you have a really large area where you're gonna have heated lounge space. So you can sit back, relax, take advantage of the views as well, and heat up the body, once again, as part of the circuit. Now it continues over to the other side where you'll find the mud room. So you'll get different types of mud. You head in there, rub it all over your body. You can exfoliate and of course, mineralize yourself. And don't forget, you're gonna have a steam room. So you can sit there, once again, get that nice sweat going, open up the pores. That complements the dry sauna. And then tucked in the corner, you'll have a salt room. Put it all together to increase your energy and, well, just have an incredible spa day here on board. I just stepped inside one of the treatment rooms to show you what it looks like. Now they have a wide variety of options to choose from. Now this also comes at an additional cost, but if you want a facial, a seaweed wrap, or a massage, they have quite a few options to choose from, and you can even combine them together to have an incredible spa day. Put that with the thermal suite. I don't think it gets much better than that. Now for me personally, I love the hot stone massage, but after traveling over to Europe, maybe a Swedish or a deep tissue is gonna open everything up, or coming back from one of those incredible shore excursions. Make sure you book early, they do fill up. Sea days always fill up quicker, and there's oftentimes some great port day specials. It's good to be the king. You guys can see my throne is behind me. Now these are just some of the props from one of the cool shows here on board. It's a dynamic entertainment zone. They actually have quite a few different seating arrangements. You've got seating up above. You'll have seats that'll come all the way out here so you can have the stage set up. They've got really brand new, beautiful technology. So those are all LED walls. And there's also stage seating that'll come out this way as well. So it's kind of a theater in the round, and it really makes it truly dynamic. Now, Virgin has really upped their game with entertainment. They have several different production style shows, though it's different than anything you're gonna see in the cruise industry. And I love that because it is so very Virgin. Now you're gonna find world-class entertainers, all the shows designed specifically for them. So you'll have different styles throughout the week, or if you have a longer cruise as well, they'll bring on guest entertainers. They're really here to make the entire experience to another level so that you can sit back, relax, enjoy, laugh, smile, dance, and sing along. The Den is essentially a conference center here on board. It's a mixed-use event space. It divides into two, so you can open it up to a much larger space. And of course, they have all the modern AV on board. If you're interested in putting that group together, make sure and let us know. Now, if you love to sing and you're as absolutely as terrible as I am, sky rockets in flight, woo, afternoon delight. I highly recommend you become one of the groupies. Afternoon delight. light, and stop by and rent out one of these incredible karaoke rooms. There's 3 different ones. They're all different sizes. They actually go up to 10 sailors in here. Now you've got some great artifacts and nostalgia on the walls. I love that tapes are now nostalgia. Who knew that was gonna happen? I guess when you get old like me, that does happen. But this is that spot where you can come by, grab some friends, and sing your heart out in the privacy of your own room. Every now and then I fall apart. And every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. Now, if you fancy a glass of bubbly, there's no better place to have that than Sip Champagne Lounge. You're gonna find a full bar setup behind here. You're also gonna have espresso there, but this is all about the delicious champagne. Now, Virgin's had a partnership with Moet since it started. You have different delicious options and Prosecco's as well. Now they'll have this all set up here with quite a few different styles. Now it's a really large, expansive space. It's kind of a bit of a pass-through, and I love that they have lots of little areas tucked away. So you've got lounge style seating there with the booths. As we continue along, you're gonna have tables for 2 and 4, and it actually heads almost all the way to the Roundabout. Once again, you're gonna have the full bar here, and don't forget, all you gotta do is shake the phone, and that Moet's gonna come your way. Next up is a spot that I really appreciate because they do what I do. This is your travel advisor on board. Virgin knows you're gonna have an incredible time. You're gonna wanna book your next cruise, so you can actually pick the exact cruise that you'd like, or you can book an open cruise certificate. When you get home, we can take care of all the details from there. Now keep in mind, you can also book through the link down below. Now as we head further in, we're going to enter the Roundabout. Now the very first spot I'd like to take you to is the vintage record store. Now, of course, Virgin got its start in music, and some of the very first records that they sold are some of the most famous of all time. I love that you can actually purchase vintage vinyl here. You're also going to be able to listen to the DJ as they spin. Now, this entire space does turn into an entertainment zone. I love that it's right here in the middle. It really is the biggest and most open space here on board. There's a ton of seating wrapped all the way around the Roundabout, and the Roundabout, you have stairs that actually go down to the level below. You can see a couple more of the record players, so you can preview some options, and then tucked in the corner is the draft house. Now, if you love a delicious draft beer, you're gonna find some incredible options here. I really appreciate that they partner with our great friends at Winwood Brewing. They do an amazing job and make some delicious options, and of course, there's a variety to choose from. Now there's more seating here, but you got pub style seating, higher tables, and bistro style tables as well. Now you can also take this outside. There's got great lounge style seating outside as well. So if you like a delicious cold brew, there's no better place than the Draft House. Now if you have any questions about excursions or really just about anything, you can stop by the chart room. This is a sailor services station. You can see behind me, they're talking about their shore things. Now you always want to book those shore excursions before you arrive here on board. They can fill up, and you definitely don't want to miss out. But if you have questions or you want to add on or maybe make some changes, you can do that right here, once again, with the Roundabout just behind. Now, I love cruise ships. I also love cruise ship models. This is a really cool one of the Resilient Lady. Think I can convince them to give it to me? Now, if you want a cool, refreshing, delicious ice cream, make sure you lick me till I scream. Or, well, that's the name of the shop here. You're gonna wanna stop by and taste it. There's always seems to be a few people gathered around because they have quite a few delicious options. In fact, they even have different styles of waffle cones you can choose from, red velvet, midnight vanilla, vanilla, salted blue corn, and of course, delicious creamsicle. Now you can make all kinds of different mixing and matching, and this is just another one of those great premium upgrades. Now, if you want to take your delicious included ice cream outside, this is a great spot where you can sit in the sun. Now, keep in mind you want to get after that because you don't want it to melt on you, but if it does, you can go back and get another one. Now, you've got quite a bit of lounge space here. Also, outside the pizza place, there's some great outdoor seating area, so you can grab your favorite pie, your favorite ice cream, come on out and dig into both. Now, another complimentary elevated experience is the pizza place. If you like a delicious pie, they make wonderful artisan pizzas right here in front of you. So all you have to do is step up to the bar here. They also have some great grab and go options that you can take advantage of. Of course, the sodas are always included. They're gonna make your pie. They'll give you a little buzzer, and when it's ready, you can come back in and grab it. Now you can have it right here. There's some great space inside. You can see they've got lounge style seating here. They've got small tables for two. There's also some seating outdoors as well. Once again, absolutely delicious pizza. You can even grab a box and take it back to your room or suite. Now, if you love a delicious latte, Americano, macchiato, cappuccino, or a delicious pour over, and you want that elevated experience, make sure you stop by the Grounds Club. Now, this is the main coffee bar here on board. I've had a couple today already. They do a phenomenal job. You even get a little bit of latte art. Now, you'll find in addition to the coffee options, they also have some delicious pastries. So you'll see these in the counter here. Of course, I've had at least one of each of them today, and I'll continue to do it throughout the cruise. Now, this does come at an additional cost. Once again, drip coffee, tea is always included, but if you want to elevate your experience and maybe even boost your intelligentsia, I recommend that you stop by. Now, one cool thing is on the bar, they'll also do different coffee tastings, teach you about coffee itself, so you can do tastings all around the ship, whether it's champagne, whiskeys, or coffee. Why not do all together? Now, there's plenty of spots here on board where you can pose for the gram, but no better place than this. Whether you're brave, fearless, daring, or all three, make sure you take a picture with my new friend, Steve. He's a good guy.
Playing hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry hippos.
Well, I guess we're being social, so this must be the social club. This is a place where you can gather together and play awesome games. They actually have an enormous amount. There's quite a bit of seating all the way down, whether you want to tap into an old school game of Operation, Mousetrap, Chutes and Ladders, Dungeons and Dragons, to name just a few. They've got them all here for you to enjoy. It's a great way to make new friends, and of course, I love a little bit of tournament and competition. Now, also part of the social club, you're gonna find the social club diner right here in the middle. Now, you've got shuffleboard down the middle, you've got booth style seating. This is where you can get some delicious eats, and I really love that they've added chicken wings on board. I love chicken wings. They're absolutely delicious here. You also have different styles of hot dogs, pretzels. Ooh, I love those soft, delicious pretzels, and also popcorn. You can sit right along the bar. Of course, the sodas are always included, and they have some delicious treats over on the corner for desserts. Now, as we head further in, they've actually expanded the social club here on board the Resilient Lady. So you've got more seating over here. In here, they'll do different styles of trivia. They'll do fun games all together, maybe even some sing-alongs. Now, it extends right into my favorite bar here on board, and that's the Loose Cannon, just like me. This is a beautiful spot. I love that you can see the Krakens all over everywhere. You've got booth style seating against the windows. You also have some high top bar style seating, and you'll find the bar right in the middle. They're gonna make delicious cocktails, and of course, you can ring the bell back there. Now, the jukebox you can choose from, lots of great options, and here, once again, they'll do all different styles of entertainment, and of course, you can always get a delicious drink. Those of you who love Virgin know what's next. It's the Vintage Arcade. This is a huge hit. I think it's one of the coolest spaces on any cruise ship in the world. I go back to my childhood. These are all games that I used to love to play. The Daytona racing games over here, Space Invaders, Tetris, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Defender, X-Men. Oh, there we go. You've got Sunset Riders, Golden Tee, Marvel vs. Capcom, and of course, you've got Ms. Pac-Man. Now, I've always enjoyed playing these. I love that they have the old school games here. They're complimentary, and there's not even any kids to compete with, though I find the adults love it just as much. Now we head into the dock house. It is a truly beautiful space. I know I've said that a few times here on board, but I've always been stunned when I first saw it and every time I come back. Now, this is meant to be a beach club style concept. You do have a stage in the corner. They'll have live music there, and you've got lots of little seating areas. Now, throughout here and the dock outside, you're gonna have some delicious food options. So you have those meze-style, Mediterranean-inspired small plates. Of course, there's a full bar tucked in the corner. You've got lots of different kinds of seating options here as well. You got this large booth-style seat, small tables and chairs set aside for two. Now, as we head over to the port side, you're gonna see the full bar setup. Now, you can sit right here at the bar itself. And of course, as I've mentioned a few times, it's the crew here on board that really makes it exceptional. You've got wonderful bartenders here mixing some delicious drinks. You've got bar seating tucked around the corner. They're sure to keep you smiling, laughing, and the drinks coming. Now, as we continue to head aft, you're gonna find the juice bar. If you love a delicious fresh squeezed juice or smoothie, you're sure you're gonna enjoy it. Now keep in mind this does come at additional cost, but they're also gonna have another one of those great grab and go stations. You can grab ready to order food. Now let's head out to the aft, my favorite spot. We'll find the dock. Now all the way in the aft, you're gonna find the dock. This is my favorite spot on the ship. All of you know that I love the aft of the ship, and this really is an exceptional space. Now there's plenty of space to spread out here. You've got different styles of seating, tables for 2 and 4. You can sit here and look at the wake itself. You've got day beds. You also have more cushions for day bed style seating. And tucked just behind, you're gonna have high top bar style seating as well. Now they will have small plates, meze style appetizers out here, absolutely delicious light bites, in addition to the full bar menu. Now, they're gonna provide great service out here, but it's that other place where you can sneak away during the day. You can find some beautiful light out here. My wife actually loves to come out and sew. And then up behind me, you can see all of those incredible aft suites. Now, as I mentioned, we do have all the rooms and suites here on our channel. You've got the suite aft suites that go all the way up the middle. You also have the cheeky corner suites that are on either side of it. And you can really see here, as you get higher up, you're gonna get much larger terraces. Now, another really cool thing that you can see here is all the way up top is the catamaran style net that's right there in the athletic club. So you can get great views once again from the aft. It does connect on the side of the ship as well, so you can head down on either side if you want to explore a bit more. Now, as you step down the beautiful staircase here, you've entered the wake. Now from here, you can immediately see a view of the wake. You're right at the back of the ship. You've got those incredible views, and it's a really nice, large steakhouse concept. Now the decor, like everything on board this ship, is gorgeous, and you're gonna be able to have brunch in here in addition to dinner. The brunch menu is delicious, and something that I really appreciate from Virgin is the late disembarkation. Generally, you can disembark later than just about any cruise line in the world, and they're even gonna have breakfast in here on disembarkation day. Now, it's one of our favorite family traditions to get brunch at home. You can do that here on a sea day or a port day. There's a lot of seating in here, so as it goes the entire beam of the ship, you can see bench style seating, booth style seating as well. You've got tables for 2 and 4, and they also have 2 semi-private rooms on the sides of the restaurant if you have a larger group dining together. Now, in addition to having that delicious breakfast menu or brunch, you're also gonna find an exquisite dinner menu, and it's a classic steakhouse option. You can dig into your favorite steaks. They also have some great seafoods and all your favorite appetizers. You can upgrade the experience as well if you choose. That aged tomahawk is delicious. I can tell you that from experience. You also can choose from a couple seafood platter options. So they're towers of seafood. Got lobster and oysters and all that deliciousness. In fact, you can even sit right here at the seafood bar if you'd like. Just another one of the delicious included restaurants here on board. You definitely don't want to miss out on the wake. The test kitchen is another one of the delicious eateries here on board. It's part cooking school, part tasting school, because you're going to have a delicious tasting experience. They'll have several different menus that they'll surprise you with throughout your time here on board, so you can come back more than once. But what this is it's really a place where you can learn about food and enjoy it. So you see, it's a very unique setup here. You can see the food preparation. They'll also do classes in here. You can even do classes on mixology. One of my favorites that I took advantage of on Scarlet Lady is they actually had a social media photography class where you can learn how to photograph the food and photograph the drinks. So of course you can make all your friends at home jealous. Now this is the largest dining area here on board the ship. You're gonna find quite a few different options. You've got the booth style seatings, you've got large family style tables down the middle. You're also gonna have these high bar tops. Now, as we head further on, you can see some of the places where you can learn. So this is one of the spots where you can have some classes. But of course, as we head further in, you're gonna see a repeat of what we saw previously. It really is a massive restaurant space in addition to being beautiful. So you're gonna have the second area here where you've got the countertops wrapped all the way around. Once again, they do some demonstrations and they're plating right here as you enjoy the delicious meal. Tucked on the starboard side of the ship, just in front of the casino, you'll find the smoking room. Now this is the only indoor space where you can smoke. They do have smoking up on the upper deck as well. Now I like that they've added casino games in here so you can play if you do want to smoke and play. You've got multi-use games over there as well, playing a little bit of poker. Once again, these are the 2 spots on board dedicated for smoking. There's great ventilation in here, and I do appreciate that it's tucked away from everything else. Now, if you enjoy a bit of gaming on vacation, they've got a world-class casino here on board. You're gonna find all your favorite slot machine options, and then right down the middle, you'll find all your favorite table games. They've got a couple sets of roulette, you've got craps, blackjack, ultimate hold'em, and I really do appreciate that they have a poker table. Now, it's one of the virtual ones. I always prefer hand dealt, but it's a lot of fun to gather together, and of course, have a little bit of luck on your side. Now, as we continue through, you're gonna see more of the casino. It really opens up here. You've got quite a bit of space, so all the traditional old school games mixed in with all the new digital options as well. Now, my favorite slot machine is always this one right here. I love Wheel of Fortune. What I always do every time we have a group, we'll gather together, everybody will chip in, of course, pull the handle, and if you get to hear Vanna shouting out our favorite words, Wheel of Fortune, doot, 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 spin it around and hope you hit that jackpot. It's a blast. You can split it with friends, or of course, you can step up to the bar, have a delicious drink, and they're also gonna provide bar service throughout the entire casino while you're gaming. Now, the Manor is another multi-use venue here on board. At its heart, it's a nightclub, and you can imagine heading in through this beautiful entrance, one of the most Instagrammable spots here on the entire ship, and you feel truly like a star walking the red carpet. Now, as we head around the corner, you'll see that you've got stairs that go up to the upper level, and now we're gonna head right around into the Manor itself. The doors open up, you've got several bars, because as I mentioned, it is a nightclub at heart. There's bars upstairs and downstairs, so it's a beautiful two-story venue. They've got nice intimate seating areas tucked around the corner, and then as we head into the main part, you're gonna find the stage. There's a huge dance floor in here, but I mentioned beyond being a nightclub, it's also a multi-use venue. Whether you want to come in here for some workouts, they actually do that here, 80s exercise tape workout. It's really a blast. They have innuendo bingo. You're also gonna find, as I mentioned, a place where you can sit and enjoy music. Everywhere around this incredible ship, you're gonna find wonderful music venues. They'll have live music. Of course, they'll also have the DJ spinning it, and you have the top technology in the industry. You've got all the lighting around, the speaker systems, and I really like the concept that it is 2 stories. So if you want to sit upstairs, be a little bit away from it all, do a bit of people watching, of course there's a bar up there, you can have delicious drinks as well, and then head on down when you want to get on the dance floor and cut a rug. So it's a really nice large space here. You'll see it moved around throughout the day, as I mentioned, and then up on the stage, they're going to be spinning it late into the night. You can have some drinks with friends, and of course make some new friends that'll last a lifetime. Now, we do a lot of groups with Virgin, and this is another one of those spaces that you can essentially take over at different times of the day. So if you're looking to do a large meeting, incentive, a reunion, or just get a group of friends together that love to have an absolute blast, make sure you reach out early. That's gonna let us plan far in advance, let you get those perfect suites, rooms, whatever it is you're looking for, reserve all the spaces, and really take it to another level. Now, as we continue to head aft on the ship, you're gonna find the first of the several retail options. Now, there's an enormous amount of retail here because guests love to purchase items without paying the tax and duty. Because you're sailing in international waters, you can oftentimes get some great discounts. Now, just behind me is the logo shop. You can stock up on all your favorite Virgin Voyages logo wear, whether it's shirts, hats, mugs, they've got all kinds of options. They even have some really cool ship models, and as a ship model collector myself, I'm definitely gonna stop by and grab one. Now, you'll find booty free next. This is where you can find some pirate's booty of sort, alcohol and tobacco products. Usually at home, a big portion of the cost of those products is the duty, so you can stock up, take some home, and of course, spoil your friends when you get there. They also have a really cool collection of cigars if you want to head up to the top deck and enjoy. Continuing along is Eyes and Shine. Now, this is the sunglass shop here on board. Whether you forgot yours at home, as I tend to do, you broke them, or you just want to expand your collection, you're gonna have a great option in there. Next up is Stubble and Groom. Now, that's not really a retail shop, that is the gents barber shop here on board. So you can get a shave, you can get a facial. It's a really nice way to enjoy before you head out and enjoy a beautiful day here on board. Now, Dry Dock is a familiar sight to Virgin fans. That's where you can get the blow dry services. So it's a classic dry bar cops concept. So you're not getting a haircut, you'll just go in, get done up before you head out and enjoy one of the phenomenal restaurants and go dancing here on board. Now, as we continue through High Street, there is a ton more retail. So you'll find the Bulgari shop here. They also have what goes around comes around. I know that's one of my wife's favorite stores because, like a fine wine, Louis Vuitton can actually gain value as it ages. Now, one really cool thing I like is tokens and icons. This is a little bit of nostalgia here, so you can take icons from incredible sporting events, maybe even from sporting teams, and they turn them into something different. Like you've got some bottle openers here from used baseball bats, you've got some golf clubs that have been repurposed as well. You'll find some cufflinks and even some wallets made out of sports jerseys. There's a ton of retail here. You've got all your favorite cosmetic items. Of course, you have all the perfumes, and once again, at a discounted duty-free price. Continuing along, you have an enormous amount of different styles of watches, high-end jewelry. You can spoil your partner. You'll also have different styles of sundries and different high-end bag options in addition to clothing. If you're looking to shop here on board while you're cruising, you're not going to be disappointed. There's a wide variety to choose from. And of course, I know I've mentioned it a few times, but you do get those duty-free prices. Midship Central, set just below the Roundabout, you're going to find On the Rocks. This is another one of those great intimate lounges. So you've got seating area here where it's a little bit more high traffic, and then as we tuck around the corner, you're going to find the On the Rocks bar and lounge. You've got quite a few different seating options in here. You've got the sofas. Of course, you can sit at the bar itself, but just like so many spaces on board, it turns into a really wonderful music venue. In fact, I've listened to some incredible musicians on Virgin throughout the last couple of years. They always work with the best, and I love when the passion comes out and they're really rocking away. We had an amazing jazz band here not too long ago, and then as we head further through the space, you're gonna see more of that lounge style space. So you've got the curves that you know Virgin for, all the lounges wrapped all the way around, tables for 2 and 4, and then you've got those nice large windows so you can check out the beautiful views as you listen to some incredible music. Now keep your eye out for lots of hidden details around the ship. Here you can see an example of what I'm talking about. It actually goes back to the ship's structure, so if you're going to look at blueprints of the ship itself, this is going to show exactly where each spot is. You'll see it all around the ship, and in addition to that, the rooms, the way that they're set up, they also tie into it, so it makes it very orderly, and of course, I'm a ship nerd, it's pretty cool. Everyone loves Italian food, and Extra Virgin is a wonderful place to try some delicious options. Now, this is one of those incredible included restaurants here on board. Everybody's gonna have access to it, and you have quite a wide menu of delicious, fresh food items. It starts with those beautiful appetizers. You can take it through the pasta dishes, the primi, the secondi, digging deliciously into those amazing desserts as well. Now, it's a wide variety of Italian options. Anything with burrata makes me happy. Quite frankly, anything Italian really makes me happy as well. So you'll see quite a few seating areas. You've got these high top bar style seatings. You've got large booths for bigger groups. You've got booths tucked in the corner, tables for 2 and 4. And then you're also gonna find that you have several spaces right here next to the kitchen. Now, I appreciate that they do prepare some of the items right here. It's kind of cool to be part of the experience. That's what dining is all about with Virgin. It is an experience in addition to being delicious. The entrance to Peak Agave is as stunning as the delicious food. Now, this is an elevated Mexican cuisine concept here, and as we step inside, it's also another large complimentary restaurant. You've got booth-style seating on either side. I love the ones over by the windows, and then you have these large wraparound booths so you can dine with larger groups of friends or just an intimate getaway for 2. Now, I did want to point out this entire wall of tequila. They'll do some delicious tequila tastings. They also have some mezcal options that pairs perfectly with the delicious Mexican food. Now, as a Southern California native, I love Mexican food, and what they've done here has really taken it to the next level. Now, as we wrap all the way around the side, you'll see some beautiful art on the wall there. You've got more tables for 2 and 4. You'll have large booth-style seatings, and there's a bar right at the entry, so of course, you can grab a drink before you head on in and dine. Razzle Dazzle is a vegetarian-forward, vegan, and of course, you can get some delicious meat cheat restaurant here on board. So it's a delicious place for brunch and for dinner. They have some wonderful new options at this particular restaurant. Once again, if you're looking for a true vegan menu, you won't find one this extensive or delicious in the industry. It's perfect for every single passenger. You're gonna find there's an enormous amount of space. So you've got large family style tables. You also have booth style seating with tables for 2 and 4. And then you'll even find some great high top tables as well. Now, as I mentioned, this is unique in the industry because they have a really, really delicious and extensive vegan menu. You also are gonna find delicious coffee options and drinks over at the Red Bar. Now, I just wanted to take you in here. My recommendation is if you dine at Razzle Dazzle, always start off right here before you head in and enjoy a delicious meal. Next up is Sailor Services. Now consider this very similar to the hotel lobby. They can answer all the questions about your room, upgrades, taking care of everything right here. Now I always recommend that you stop by during the cruise because generally in first day and last day it does get a bit busier. But I really like the way that they've set it up so they can actually roam around, take the iPads and answer your questions and assist you throughout your cruise. Oh, well, first off, thank you so much for spending your time with us here on board the beautiful brand new Resilient Lady. When you're ready to walk through this incredible space, have delicious food, enjoy the entertainment, the fantastic service, and everything that Virgin has to offer, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know these spaces inside and out. We love Virgin Voyages and have a great relationship with them. And we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value. And of course, you'll always get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a drink. Nope, not that way. Drinks are this way.